Hello, everybody. My name is Ronny Shuval Tesler, and I'm going to talk about an opportunity that has changed my life today. Now, before I start, I just want to say that English is not my first language, and I do have a good English, but still sometimes words just go missing. So please be forgiving if sometimes I try to find the way to express what I want to say, and if sometimes I'm not completely accurate. What's important is that the message that is in my heart will go to you guys. So the purpose of this presentation is to tell you about our project, our initiative that we call Health and Wellness 360 Degrees, in a cooperation with a company called Ariix, which is an American company from the United States, who is already in almost 80 different markets in the world. So we are collaborating forces, and we work with them because we share the same vision, we share the same goal. Both of us, the entrepreneurs who are working with this company, and them, the founders of the company, we both share a vision to help people live a full life and to express all of their potential and to live fully and to unleash the human potential. And Ariix is a health and wellness company. And wellness talks about live good, feel good, look good. And health to us is a very holistic thing. It should be physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. It should go in all directions. And abundance, when it's really accurate, it happens in all parts of our lives. So this is our goal, to help as many people possible on this planet to live a healthy life, a happy life, and to feel that they express what is in them, the potential that is in them. So a little bit about me before I will share my screen and show you a nice presentation. So as I said, my name is Ronny Shuval Tesler, and I'm from Israel, and I'm 38 years old. I'm Noam's mother, my little child is 4 years old, and I'm Omri's partner, is my husband, and I love him dearly. And my original profession is a theater actress, which now is not very relevant, unfortunately, in this time of the Corona time, because not so many actors can really make a living from that profession. And I'm smiling, but it's pretty sad, actually. I'm smiling because I'm so grateful to myself that I said yes to this opportunity that I'm going to talk about a few years ago, because otherwise I would find myself today without work, without a ground under my feet. So I want to tell you why I'm doing this. Why am I here? Why did I choose this initiative, this project, and why is it so emotional to me? Well, there are two main reasons. I'm very, very connected to everything that we do in many ways, but there are two big reasons. One of them is based on my past, and the other one is based on my present and future. I'm not going to tell you my whole life story, but I will share with you guys that that the beginning of my life was very, very challenging, which means that I was born and raised with my mom only. She was a single mom, and she got sick when I was very young. She got cancer, and she died when I was not even 9 years old. I was 8.5. She died, and then I had to move to foster homes. I've been in several foster homes for about 7 years, and I was abused in many ways, more than once. And I had to start living my life like a grown-up. I left and had my own place when I was 16. It was rough. It was very, very hard and challenging. And I'm not telling you this to make you feel sad or anything. The other way around, actually. I'm sharing this with you guys because at a very early stage of my life, I've made a decision. I've made a choice. And that choice was not to be a victim anymore, not to buy that story that I'm a victim and that I'm supposed to suffer for the rest of my life. And believe me, it was not easy to change that story, because the story really happened. It was very believable. All the things that happened to me really did happen to me. So I had very good excuses to keep living in this perception of a victim forever and ever. And I chose not to. I chose to start telling a different story and to take control of my life and to decide where I want to take this car that I'm driving. And you know, it's not a hocus pocus, right? It doesn't just happen. You know, it's a cliche just to say sentences like that. I want to change my life. I changed the story, and then boom. That's not how it goes. All of you who ever experienced a challenge in their lives must know that what I'm saying is true, that when you want to change something, when you really want to change something from the depth of it, from the deep of it, sorry, here it goes, language barrier. when you really want to change something from the inside, then it requires work. It requires persistency, right? And you need to commit to yourself that you have to make this decision not just every day, but every minute and every second. And you need to take action and do certain actions that supports that decision. And I'm here to shout to the world that it works. I changed my whole reality 180 degrees completely. And there isn't a person on this planet who can't do that. It doesn't matter which challenge you are experiencing and which is the wall that you keep bumping into. Everything is changeable. Everything. You can always start telling a different story. And that's what I want to say to all human beings on this planet, in this world. And this is what connects me to what we do in this initiative, because we give people tools to take responsibility for their lives and start changing what they want to change. And we're not just giving them sentences, cliche sentences. We give them tools to make their physical health better, their mental health better, their financial health better, and to just, change the story. So that's one reason. The second reason I'm here is me being a mom, an actress mom. I didn't say that I'm also married to an actor. So that's, I always laugh about that we didn't used to swim in pools of dollars. I hope that I translated right from Hebrew. We didn't have a lot of money, being an actor, not just in Israel, but most actors in the world, unless they are superstars. It's not a very, how shall I say, stable profession, and not also very rewarding for most actors, okay? And I was blessed. I was a part of a group of actors who always had work, and I always got more and more parts, and directors used to call me and just, offer me more and more roles, and that was amazing. I didn't have to chase auditions. And sometimes to live a respectful life, I had to work so hard. I had to run maybe 3 or 4 shows every day, and sometimes 40 or 50 shows a month. And I had no problem with that because I really enjoyed what I was doing. I felt like I'm getting paid just to have fun, to do this thing that I love the most. But still, when I became a mom, I figured that if I'm on stage all the time, all day long, then who's going to take care of my baby? And I really wanted to be the one who is with him for at least the first 2 years of his life. I wanted to stay home with him. I didn't want him to be in any daycare with any nanny. It was really important to me that I'll be the character in the first 2 years that he will see all day long, and to give him as much love as possible all day long. And I had to figure out a way, how on earth am I going to do this? Because if I'm not on stage, nobody's going to pay me. And I'm not married to a millionaire, right? I'm married to an actor. So I had to figure out a way to do that. And I saw all kinds of opportunities on the internet. Some of them were really weird. Some of them were really, how shall I say, a lie. Okay, let's just call it what it is. And I'm very, very, I don't know how to explain. I'm not naive. Okay, I check things very, very thoroughly. I don't just do things spontaneously. I am a spontaneous person, but I need to check things very, very deeply. And when I ran into this opportunity, it was in a point in my life that I was ready for it. And then I was amazed by this amazing world that I found out. I didn't know it existed. I found a way that I can make a living from home while I'm raising a baby, while I don't sleep. And it was very challenging because when my kid was in my arms, he wouldn't want to go out he wouldn't want to leave my arms. And I couldn't even talk on the phone. So it was very, very challenging to work that way. And I found a way that even with the less time, the minimum of time that I had, I could make a living, I could raise my child. I did it in a way that is in alignment with my values, in a way that helps other people, and that I can be my own boss. And I had no idea that it's possible. And I ran into some words like leverage and passive income. And I didn't know that an average person can do that. I always thought that passive incomes and that leverage is for very, very rich people. If you're very rich and you have a lot of money, you can buy a lot of houses and you can rent them, and then you have passive income, right? I had no idea that I can leverage something else that is not money, leverage time. And this is one of the things that we are going to talk about. And I really feel blessed because it has changed my life completely. And now I have the privilege and the honor to help so many other people accomplish what I have and to change their lives in so many different ways. So I'm really excited to be here and to share this message with you. And now I'm going to share my screen and present to you this beautiful opportunity and this amazing company called Ariix that we chose to work with. And let me just say one more thing before I share my screen. This opportunity is not for anyone. It's not for everyone, okay? Not everybody is for us, and we are not for everyone. We are here to find those people that we find a shared path with. And we are here to give this information for everybody and to find those people who really want to make a change in their lives and who are not going to be victims anymore and blame other people or other situations for what's occurring in their reality, and that are really willing to take charge and to decide what their lives are going to be like, okay? So whether if you are those people or not, I hope that you will learn something new today, that it will be interesting to you, and that you will get value from this presentation. So I'm going to share my screen. This equation, time versus money, is something that I didn't know that you can break. I didn't know that it's possible to live otherwise. So basically, an average person works 40 hours per week, double 50 weeks a year. Okay, that's 2,000 hours a year. And then we double that for 45 years from when we are about 20 until we retire. I don't know what about you guys, but I'm not 20 for a very, very long time. So we have this bank of 90 hours that we can earn money from. And it doesn't matter how much we get paid per hour. We can never be, we can never be free. We can never have wealth that way. This equation does not work. Okay, and when I realized that, I realized that I'm doomed because if I only have me, if I'm my only resource to get paid, then, you know, like I said, if I'm not on stage getting paid, then nobody can pay me money. How can I provide for my child? How can I raise him? How can I be with him? And I found a way that we can leverage time, that we don't need to replace our time for money. 95% of the people in the world, they sell time. They exchange time for money, employees and also self-employed people. Only 5% buy time. And these people are entrepreneurs and investors. Our goal is to make those 5% so much more than 5%. Okay, because you don't really need to be a very, very successful, rich businessman to start having leverage and multiple sources of income in your life. So now we're going to present to you our solution, an online business from home connected to the community with a company called Ariix. Now, even if you have never had a business, if you have never been independent, always an employee, even then, this opportunity could be for you. Because for an example, I'm the best example really, because I'm really challenged technologically, sorry, here he comes again. So I'm very challenged with all that has to do with technology. I guess you got the message. And I would never think that I will ever have a business of my own online and that I will have to work with a computer on a daily basis. That was like, whoa, I could never believe that. So even if you have no idea about this world, and even if you think that you can never start a business because you don't know how to do that, it's still for you because there is a system, a prepared system that anyone can learn. Anyone can put that system in their lives and you get all the training that you need for free. Okay, that's what made me say yes to this opportunity because I was really like zero knowledge in this business world or entrepreneurship or technology. Okay, so if I did it, anyone can. You just need to be positive and coachable. So Ariix is a house of brands, okay, which means that it's like a shopping mall with many stores. And they don't just deal with one specific area. They deal with many different areas. And also in their products, they chose to be the best. They chose to increase the quality compared to other places. So the brands, they have nutrition and weight management and air and water filtration and organic hygiene and clean cosmetics and I lost the word again, essential oils, yay, I remembered. And you know, they keep inventing more and more and more. So if we think about that in a business way of thinking, when we get into the shopping mall, even if we don't like one store, we might like the others, okay? We might find something else that we like in the shopping mall. So we actually reach more people. If we're dealing just with supplements, just with nutrition, and the client in front of us does not really like that, then we lost him as a client, we lost them. But maybe they like cosmetics, maybe they like essential oils, maybe they are looking for a healthy way to lose weight and to not gain it back again. Okay, so we can reach much more people, doctors and also alternative doctors and naturopaths and homeopaths who are all working together of those developments of those products. And they have all the certificates, not because they have to have them, but because they choose to have them, because everything is standardized. Okay, and they have actually created a certificate called the Ariix Seal of Approval, which hires the standards of all other certificates. They choose to be the best in everything. They choose the raw materials very, very thoroughly, and they put a lot of effort and money on research and patents. So let's talk a little bit about each brand. I would like to talk about all products for hours, but I have to be very, I have to make myself just not talk so much about everything. So Purity, this is the first brand. Purity is air filtration, water filtration. So the air filtration we still don't have in Israel, so I'm not going to talk about that, even though in other countries where you might be living, it does exist, so we'll give you more information if you want. So the bottle, the water bottle, that's water filtration. The bottle looks very, very cool, very sexy, like an Apple product, right? But that's not the issue. The issue is the filter. It goes with you everywhere. You can fill this water bottle from any kinds of water sources. It doesn't matter which. It can even be from the Ganges in India. And you drink pure water. It filters heavy metals and fluoride and viruses and bacteria. It has patents on it, and you just drink the most clean water possible to drink, and it saves a lot of money. It's like 450 bottles for each filter, which saves a lot of money, and it's also good for the planet because you don't use plastic, and also you don't drink plastic. You know, when you buy those bottles of water, of mineral water, you drink plastic in the water. That's how it goes. So this bottle is from a special plastic with no BPA and also medical silicone. So you drink really pure water, and it saves a lot of money and very ecological. So, okay, Revive, that's organic hygiene, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, all we need for our hygiene. Now, we all know that our skin is the largest part of our body, and everything we put on our skin finds its way to our blood. And when we put creams and shampoos and body lotions and toothpaste that have chemicals inside, it gets into our blood. Now people know that. Before, people thought that the skin is a barrier. Now we know that it's a carrier. So it's very important to choose those products that we use very, very carefully. So this brand is 100% organic. Okay, essential oils, Prime. Wow, this is one of my favorite, and I was very skeptical about it at the beginning. They have 4 blends. Each blend is like with at least 10 plants and more. And they've made a very, very special blends that they have patent on it. They have bought a patent from a Russian scientist that found a way to make those oils very, very concentrated and very, very potent, more than most essential oils in the world. So they bought this patent. And I don't know if you guys know, essential oils, it's like the immune system of the plant. It's very, very concentrated, very, very potent. And these blends give solutions, supports in many issues, many problems, like it helps sleep, and it helps reduce stress, and it supports dealing with migraines and headaches and muscles pain and throat pain. And they have so many solutions here, which is, it's just amazing. I've realized that on my own, of course, and I was really shocked. It works like a charm in maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute. Okay, dietary supplements, nutritional medicine, Nutrify. This is the name of the brand. So I would really like to talk about each and every product here, but I will not. I will just say that one of the things that make me so happy is working with doctors in this project. Doctors and naturopaths and Chinese medicine doctors. And when they realize those materials, when they check the ingredients, when they check the certificates, when they see what's inside and where it's provided from, to see the expressions on their faces is one of the most delicious things that I can experience. It's so much fun to see a doctor like Dr. Nader Bhutto. I don't know if you know who that is. That is, he's a doctor with a cardiologist who has also developed a method for energy washout, and he's teaching that all over the world. So he's a conventional doctor, but also a very, very not conventional doctor. And he teaches that all over the world. And when he ran into those products, I was so blessed to be the woman who showed him that and sat with him in his clinic when he tested each product with a very special device. And when he saw that brand, each and every product got like a big wow from him. But you see here, MOA is mother of all. It has 36 superfoods combined together in a drink. And when he ran into that, he was like, oh, he was amazed. And he recommends that now to everybody. And that's, wow, that's an amazing accomplishment. So I know that I'm in the right place when professionals react that way. And really, Ariix uses the best raw materials. They use, like, I can give you an example. One of those 36 superfoods in MOA is mushroom, a certain type of mushroom. And most companies who deal with those kinds of mushrooms, they grow them on wood. Okay, the raw material it's being grown on wood. Ariix buy from a supplier that grows those mushrooms on purple corn, which is very, very high in antioxidants. And the mushroom, like, it's like a sponge. It absorbs all those nutrients, and they choose everything so thoroughly. So they compared to all to most. Sorry, here I go again. Excuse me here. So most companies who deal with supplements, it's an enormous market, right? You don't really know how to tell the difference. So most of them, 95% of them, are from artificial ingredients. Now, it's not something bad. It just doesn't really absorb in our bodies. It absorbs like, I hope that I'm going to say that right because I'm translating from Hebrew. It has like 15% biological availability. I hope that that's the right translation. It doesn't really know how to absorb in our system, in our bodies. And what Ariix does, they only use natural ingredients, and not just natural, but like the very best that they can ever find. And they don't compromise, okay? So it really knows how to absorb in the body. And that has 90% biological availability. Excuse me here if that's not the way to say it, but I think you get the message. It absorbs, and you can feel the result. You don't need to be a scientist to feel that the product is working. And one more thing about that MOA that I'm so in love with, it's a masterpiece. It really is, because when it was ready, you know, a drink absorbs better. When something is fluid, it absorbs better. It was ready, and they could just release it to the public, but they did not have they did not feel that they're okay with releasing a product that is 100% natural, but has a preservative, which is not natural. So they took it back to the lab. They did not release it until they have invented the first preservative, which is 100% natural. Google that. That's called Natrix, and they have a patent on it, of course. So that product is really a masterpiece, and it's 100% natural. I'm going to say just one more thing about Rejuvenex. Rejuvenex, the one here in the middle, that's a product that was developed for athletes because it supports increasing the energy, the natural energy, and focus. Okay, and that's 100% natural, so athletes can use that. You know, they cannot take anything, and they can use that because it's food, and it helps increasing the natural energy of the body. So of course, and not only athletes can use this product, also tired people can use that instead of coffee or Red Bulls or other not healthy drinks or sugars, you know, to help you increase your energy. So many people choose that because it's very, very healthy, and it's 100% natural. But here in Israel, and I'm really proud of that, here in Israel we have discovered something else. And the company didn't even intend to do that. I mean, that wasn't the purpose. It was the purpose was to help people increase their energy and focus. Here we have discovered that children and grown-ups who suffer from ADHD use this product, and it helps them. It supports the focus, right? It supports increasing the energy and also to make you calm. So the combination of those three really helps parents use that with their children, and that's 100% food. It's not a medication, and they get amazing results. We get feedbacks that we get so emotional about, because if we can help children not to take chemicals, that's an amazing accomplishment to us, you know. And now psychiatrists and psychologists are actually recommending this product before they give medications, and that's amazing. And I want to point something out very, very clearly. We do not make claims on any of the supplements. That's illegal. That's not what we do. No claims, okay? Also, we don't do claims on this product. We just share a result that we found by accident, by chance, okay? This is not what the company has intended, and that's like a gold mine that was discovered here. Okay, so the next brand is Slenderize. Slenderize is weight management. So I want to point out that this is not a diet company, right? We don't deal with diets. We deal with being healthy, okay? This is what we're about. We're looking to help for helping people be healthier. So it has to come from the source. So this brand is actually about nutrition, and the products just help support the whole process that we need to commit to. It's like restarting everything, like restarting our system to clean everything and just, to begin from scratch. So we don't eat carbs, bad carbs, okay? There are carbs that are allowed. We don't eat gluten and bad carbs. And when we do this program, we don't eat dairy and we don't eat sugars, bad sugars, okay? Fruit, we can. But, when I first heard that, I thought, okay, so if I don't eat all of that, if my diet does not contain all of that, then I will lose weight, right? Well, not necessarily. You know why? Because we are addicted to sugars and carbs. And when we try to fight ourselves, when we fight our bodies, then the body will always win. And so many people are trying to have diets that they are like they're using their willpower not to eat something that they really want. And don't do it. And then when they don't do it, they get, good for you, you didn't do it. But there's so much stress involved. And when there is stress involved, first of all, the first time that we have an emotional challenge, then we'll just eat the whole fridge. And second of all, when our brain receives a frequency of stress, it understands that there is a danger. And when there is a danger, it gives the body, how do you say what I want to say? Like an order. It gives an order not to lose fat because it needs to survive. If there is a danger, then you need to survive so you don't lose weight. You can eat lettuce all day long and not lose weight. So many people know what I'm talking about, right? And most diets are 90% yo-yo diets. Even if you do lose the weight, you gain it all back again because it's not restarting anything. It's not really changing anything in our minds and in our habits. So here, this program is meant to help people restart their systems. And you see here those day and night drops here on the side. It's 100% natural. It was clinically tested in America and also in Europe. And what this product has inside, it has ingredients that supports reducing the need for carbs and sugars. So when we don't crave, when we don't have that drama of fighting ourselves, we can see that pizza or that cake or that donut or whatever it is that you guys are addicted to, and you see it and you don't want it. There's no stress, there's no drama. So the body just loses the weight, okay? And it's easy. It's not a fight. So that's an amazing thing. And that makes the diet process, the losing weight process, just be up to 3 levels quicker than a regular diet in average, okay? And there is one more thing, that there are some ingredients that helps and supports burning fat, and especially the belly fat, which is the most dangerous one, where all the toxic is, all of our heavy metals are there in that fat, and because the body puts it there to protect the heart and our internal organs. So this is the fat that it's most difficult to get rid of. And here people are reporting and giving us feedback that they lose their inches before they lose their kilograms. And that's amazing. This is one of the things that really blew my mind. Again, no claims. It's just, special ingredients help support the body, and our bodies do that, with the right diet and the right support from professionals and the right support from those ingredients. These are the results. So people are actually losing weight and they keep it. They don't gain it back again because they change something from the inside. They change their habits. They eat a lot. They eat healthy. And they feel fulfilled. They don't feel like they're preventing something from themselves. So that's an amazing program. Some before and after pictures. This is Edna on the side, my friend, and she lost 45 kilograms. I don't know how much that is in pounds, excuse me, but that's amazing. And she has 18 more to go, and she's going to do it. She's so amazing. Okay, I'm going to talk about another brand, one last brand from the product field. So that's a skincare anti-aging, and it's called Lucim. It's brand new and it's amazing. It has 17 patents on it, and it's 100% clean. The cosmetics industry might be the worst industry in the world. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, but really, guys, just take any cosmetic product that you have at home and Google what you can read on the back. And wow, you will discover some terrible things. People in the factories have to be with masks and gloves, but then we put it on our faces, and these are chemicals and toxics that get into our blood. So here you have an amazing brand which is completely clean and harmful, and the results are amazing. And I'm going to talk about one product. There is a serum that helps, how shall I say, deleting, sorry if my word is not accurate, this is the language barrier here. It helps deleting our wrinkles. It helps making them disappear. Okay, I'm going to say it again because nobody believed me. In 90 seconds, our wrinkles just go away. Now, of course, it's just for a few hours. It's for 5 to 8 hours. What it does, it makes like the wrinkle be full, and then, to expand, I don't know how to say it. It does this to us, like a facial facelift, and it stays for 5 to 8 hours. But you know what? Because this is a health company, we don't just do gimmicks, okay? Of course, it's healthy and with no toxics, but also as much as you use it, there is a continuity effect. And I can tell you that as an actress, as a theater actress, I got wrinkled very, very early. In a very, very early age, because when I need to reach to the 700 role, I need to make expressions, very, very grotesque and big expressions, so everybody could understand what I'm doing and what I'm saying. And it makes a lot of wrinkles. My forehead was like I was 20 or 30 years older. And I've been using this product for 2.5 years now, and look at me. It works. And you know, when I was so skeptical at the beginning, if there is something really great about a product that works in 90 seconds, it doesn't matter how cynical or skeptical you are. You just see the results in 90 seconds. Nobody can lie to you about it. So that product is absolutely amazing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how can we make money here, okay? So the marketing method is social marketing. And there are actually 2 different ways to market. If every company has a service or a product, and they can choose if they choose the standard conventional way or the social marketing way. Now, the standard marketing way, if I'm a company and I have a product and I need to reach to a consumer, right? I spend most of my money on advertising, on commercials and beautiful models to do, wow. And, you know, signs on the street and radio commercials and all that. Most of the money goes to advertising. And then when a naive person goes into the super farm or supermarket or just the store, and they have to choose one product out of 700 deodorants, how do they know what to choose? They have no idea. So they see that one from the commercial and they say, that's famous, so it must be good. I shall buy that. Now, don't get me wrong. It has worked for decades and it still works and it's going to keep working, but its power is getting less and less and less of that method. Of course, you know, the fact that the product is famous has nothing to do with the ingredients and with the efficiency. It has nothing to do with that, you know, and people are still, you know, doing that, and that's okay. But why is its power this method's power, why is it getting less and less? Once we used to be exposed to about 200 commercials a day. Today, it's incredible. It's above 5,000 and 10,000 of promotional advertising from everywhere all the time. People don't buy that anymore. We know that model doesn't really eat the yogurt that she eats in the commercial. We don't buy that. And we look for the real people to recommend us. We look for the authentic recommendation. When we want to buy something, we don't look for commercials. We look for people, for recommendations or for feedbacks or for talkbacks online. Okay, so we all do that. We all recommend things that we are happy with. If it's our beautician or the car service that we like, or the best laptop to buy, or you know, anything, the good movie, good restaurant, good theater show, that's what we do. We just don't pay attention to that because we do it authentically and naturally, and we don't get paid for that. So in the social marketing system, you know, it's not new. It was invented over 100 years ago, this industry. But very, very smart people thought, okay, so if I don't spend a dime on advertising, if I take all that money that is spent on advertising in the conventional way, and I will use that money for a better product, for scientists, for patents, for making a better product, a very, very unique product, because if it's not really better, nobody would want to recommend it, right? So companies who choose to market themselves and their products or services in social marketing, they also have to reach the consumer. They just don't do it in commercials. They make a better product and then they compensate the real people who recommend authentically. Okay, so it's not sales people, like a salesman from what we know in movies, like knock on doors and would you like to buy that? No, it's not that. It's people who recommend authentically and naturally about something that they have experienced and got results. And that's how it reaches to the consumers. So basically what we are looking for here in our method of marketing is people to do 3 types of things. First of all, to get customers. Okay, so it's not just looking for people to sell them stuff, and we don't get stocks. Okay, we don't keep like maybe stocks is not the right word. We don't have tons of products in our houses that we sell to people. No, we connect them to the company, to Ariix, with a link, and that link is connected to us. Okay, so what they see is Ariix website, but Ariix can tell the link is our personal link. When a person Googles Ariix and they get to the main website, they cannot buy anything if they don't say who is the representative who referred them. So a customer that I recommend something to, and they purchase something through me, they purchase it from Ariix, but I'm compensated for that for life, which means that I'm being compensated for the first connection, but not just that, it's not just affiliation. I'm being compensated for everything that that person will ever buy from Ariix in the future. If they're happy and they want more when they run out of whatever it is that they bought, then they will buy it again and again and again and again and again. And for every time they buy, I don't even know, I'm not even aware, because they do it from their own customer account. After they're registered, they have their own account. They do it by themselves online, and I'm getting passive commissions for that. Okay, so that's amazing. So first thing is finding customers, which is just instead of recommending somebody for a pill against headaches, I recommend now a product that has essential oils in it because I know it works, because before I tried that and it helped me, and now I tried that and it helps me even more. So it doesn't make me a salesperson, it just makes me a person who has an experience, and I just want to, pass it on when I see a person with a headache. Okay, so it's not very complicated. Anybody and everybody, we can all do that, we do it anyway. So the second thing that we are looking for is people who are professionals, that they have communities like doctors and clinics and customers. They have clinics and customers in a community. So it can be doctors, it can be naturopaths, it can be homeopaths, it can be Chinese medicine doctors and beauticians and sports instructors and NLP instructors and psychologists and business advisors. It can be so many different kinds of professionals who have communities and they want to use this platform in their existing business, okay, and to share the word and the product and this opportunity with their communities. And the third type of people that we are looking for are entrepreneurs like me. Entrepreneurs are not necessarily people who used to be entrepreneurs before, but people who the business model is very interesting to them, okay? Because I was not a business person before, I was not an entrepreneur before, but when I've realized that in this method, I can break that equation of time versus money, wow, that made me very, very excited. And let me explain how it works. When I tell enough people about this opportunity, and I share that with people who can find value in this opportunity for themselves, not for me, they're not my employees, they do it for them. When I'm very, very efficient and I'm spreading the word enough to enough people who find value and they decide to get to be a representative on their own, to make their own business, they are inside my business, they are connected to my business. And if the beautician that I told about those amazing products, and if she chose to be a representative because she wants to sell those products in her clinic, if she can work 40 hours a week, and the businessman who recognized the business opportunity, I told him about that, he wanted to be a representative and he can work just 5 hours a week. And the single mom who needs to provide for her children and she doesn't make enough money on her regular job and she needs to do that on the afternoon, if she can work 10 hours a week, I maybe work just 2 hours every day. I maybe just work 15 hours a week, but my business works 10, then 100, then 1,000, then thousands and thousands of hours every day when there is only 24 hours every day, and I can only work 2 hours every day. That's how I leverage my time, because I get commissions and I get compensated from helping other people succeed. It's a genius business model. It's not just telling them and registering them and that's it. I have a personal interest to help those people succeed and to teach them everything I know, because when they make money, I make money. So I have to be generous to other people and help them grow if I want to grow. That's how I leverage my time. And if you have any questions, please ask us. I hope it's clear. So it's like a franchise, okay? It's like a direct franchise. So in an ordinary franchise, for example, if I want to be a representative of Starbucks or McDonald's, if I want a franchise, then I need to buy the franchise for hundreds of thousands of dollars and sometimes millions of dollars. That's a lot of money. Not everybody can do that, right? And I am connected to a physical location because I have my own place. And if, for example, I work in Starbucks in Tel Aviv or in New York, then I'm limited to the customers who are around me or in the neighborhood around where I'm located. And I can only sell the products of Starbucks. I cannot sell franchises. Now, on the other hand, in our type of franchise, in this direct franchising, we purchase the franchise in thousands of, hundreds or thousands of dollars. There are a few ways to get in. We'll talk about that very, very soon. So the amounts are affordable for anybody, okay? You don't need to be very, very rich to get that money. So it's so much less than a regular franchise. And our business is online, so we are not connected to a geographic place. We can build a worldwide business, an international business, and because everything is online. So each country that Ariix ships to can be inside our organization. I can give you an example that today I have an organization in Italy, and I don't speak Italian. I don't even know all the people there. But I've shared this opportunity with one woman who took it very, very seriously, and she builds an organization now in Italy. And I'm compensated from everything that is being built in Italy, and I'm training her in English because she speaks English. I'm training her how to train her team. And the same, I have customers and representatives in so many other countries, in Russia, in Ukraine, and now also in Spain and the United States. And I have a global business without even having to be in those places because my business is online and I can reach anybody. Okay, so, and we sell products also. We sell Ariix products, but we also can sell the franchise. Okay, so instead of being like just a representative of Starbucks, we are Starbucks. We are like the owner of Starbucks. Each and every one of us can build an organization of our own and be compensated from all branches. And that's incredible. Okay, they have an amazing compensation plan. I'm not going to get into that. So if you want this information, it's important that you tell those people who referred you to this presentation to send you material because it's amazing. They have 9 different types of bonuses to pay the representatives, and they pay representatives 50% every week. It's based on how much you build and how many actions you take. So that's amazing, and they pay more than all companies in this industry. And it's not just a cliche, it's something that you guys can really check and compare it to other compensation plans in this industry. Okay, average earnings report. This is a report that Ariix have made based on, I think it's about 90,000 representatives. Now, of course, there are many more, but this is an average of how much people earn. So please ask us for this document and we'll forward it to you. Now, how do we begin? Okay, so there are 3 levels of a franchise, 3 levels of a business way to start, okay, 3 packages. So there is the business, elite, and ultimate. Business is approximately $750. It changes from one market to the other, but this is about it. Elite is $1,450 and ultimate is about $2,100. Each package and each business level gives us a legitimate franchise and also a website of our own, an Ariix website that duplicates for us a website of our own, a back office, a way to see all the reports and to manage our business like professionals, and all of the marketing material. Everything is being made and duplicated for us. Okay, and of course we also get products. Now, what is the difference between all 3 of them? As much as we go higher, we get more products for less money for us, okay, for our experience. Of course, we need to get to know those products that we're going to recommend. We need a real authentic experience. So we get more products for less money as much as we go higher. And also, what was very interesting for me when I discovered this opportunity is that as high as you go, you get more money, more commissions, and some of the bonuses, okay? It reflects some of the bonuses in the compensation plan. So everybody who wants to take that seriously should go for the ultimate level if they can afford that, okay? And I'm pointing that out. If you have that money, you should not even think twice. I mean, that's what I understood, that I will get that money. It's a one-time investment, and for life, I get the maximum for the same actions that everybody else do. And some of them get paid less. So when you have that, you should go for that. That's my advice, of course. If you don't have that, and if it's just stressing you out, just the thought of, investing $2,000, then don't do that. Choose the level that is right for you, okay? Those other levels are also amazing, and you can also make a lot of money there. And if you take it seriously, you can also upgrade from a lower level to the maximum, okay? 100 PV, a monthly purchase or sale, leaves you eligible for commissions. What does that mean? So Ariix says to all representatives, the minimum that needs to go through each and every representative's account in 1 month is 100 PV, point volume. 100 PV is around, it's between $150 to $250. It depends on the products that you choose. Now that could be resolved with 1 customer or 2 customers a month. That's a very, very, very low goal if you want to make money here. If you want this to be your business, you should aim for a lot more than 1 or 2 customers every month. But I can tell you that we buy the products for ourselves anyway. I spend a lot of more than 100 PV every month. Really, because you fall in love with the products. You want to keep using them. You have to walk the talk. You have to be a product of the product that you are talking about. This is our business. But not only that, if I had a grocery store, I would not go to another person's business to buy milk, bread, and cheese, right? I would not do that. That would be weird. I would just take those products, buy them from my own store. And that's what we do. Like a person who works in Starbucks will not go to buy coffee in another coffee shop, right? They will just prepare their own espresso from their own espresso machine. So we use those products anyway. I buy my toothpaste and my conditioner and my supplements from my own store instead of going to buy them in another place. I think the message is so that's the minimum that we have to do every month in a specific week called our qualification week. Okay, this one here is the reason why I joined. When I realized that I don't know anything about this industry, business, platform, I don't know anything. But when I realized that I'm going to be trained, that I'm going to get the most professional training, group training, and also one-on-one training, because those people who train me have a personal interest in my success, and they will train me for free. If I wanted to start any kind of job, any kind of profession, I would have to go study that, spend the most of my money on universities, on courses, on training. You know, if I had to start a regular business, if I make a good pizza, it doesn't necessarily mean that I will have a good restaurant, right? I will have to learn how to keep a business, how to pay employees, how to make this thing work, not just by making my delicious pizza. Here you study and learn everything from scratch, and you are being trained by the most professional people who know how to make results in this business, because not just because they are nice, but because they have a special interest of helping you making money. Because if they don't, they will not make money. That's amazing. So we've actually built like a school for personal development and business development, and we teach so many things like NLP and time management and money management and everything you need to learn about this industry and about this business and how to make it work. So when I understood that, I knew that if I will just, just come really positive and curious and ready to learn and coachable, I knew that I will make it work for myself. And I did, and now I help other people do that. Okay, so what's next? Now you choose and order a product or a package for your personal use. You set up an automatic monthly order. That's the auto delivery, the 100 PV points, the 100 PV that we talked about. You go through training for new representative and build a personal work plan together. We build a personal work plan for each and every one of you. Each person is different. Each person has different qualities and different advantages. So first, what we want to do, we want to put like an amplifier on what you are good at and to build a work plan that is right for you, that is authentic to you and what you know how to do best. Of course, when you want to leave your comfort zone, that's the place where you should do it, okay? You will learn a lot of new things, but first, we will help you put an amplifier on your qualities, and then start with two paths at the same time. First is learning and connecting to our system of learning, and then immediate action, okay, with guidance. Of course, some of the actions we do with you at the beginning, and some of the actions we do for you at the beginning, because this is how you learn, and we actually help you get results because this is our interest, and this is how you learn. You know, I was in so many meetings when my uplines, my sponsors, the people who helped me learn this business, they did for me, and I just observed and I just listened and I just saw and I just learned, and one day I felt that I can do it myself. Okay, so tell us, please tell the people the person who invited you here, if you are 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 is I got hooked on the idea and I want to sign up. How do we start? 2 is I'm very interested, but I have more questions. I need more information. 3, I'm interested only in the product. I want to be a customer. I don't care now about making money. I don't care about the business. I want to be a customer. And 4, I'm not interested. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for thinking about me. This was a very inspiring webinar, and I will refer a lot of other people to you. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'll just stop share. Okay, hi. Hi again. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. If you have questions, please don't hesitate and go to the person who asked you, who invited you here, and ask all the questions that you have. Be grateful to them because they care about you if they have suggested this to you. Okay, we get to choose who we want to work with and who we want to give this gift to. And really just in closure, I want to say a few things. First of all, this is not a get-rich program. You will not hear any of us say or insinuate something like that, okay? It's work. It's called network marketing. You have to work on it, okay? It's not a hocus pocus. Like I said before, when I had to choose me and to choose to change my story, it wasn't a hocus pocus. It was a very, very hard work. It's the same here. You need to choose it every day. You need to back it up with actions. You need to be persistent. You need to be positive and coachable, okay? But it works. And I am saying this with full integrity because this opportunity really changed my life dramatically. And I feel honored to spread the word. And you guys, you know, I have to say one more thing. Opportunities, they have like a very weird nature. They disappear if you don't grab them in time. So whether you choose us or choose another opportunity, I highly recommend to take opportunities in your life and, you know, to make a difference, because if you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep getting what you're getting. If you want to make a change, do it. Thank you so much for being with us today. Have a great day. Have a great night, whatever time it is in your time zone. Bye-bye. It was my pleasure to be here.